What's up my people? Once again tumefika hapa on our YouTube channel to, like we've said, try and educate you on some matters that you need to know. And some of these matters, yes, you know, but maybe you assume them. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is your boy, the MC, your favorite host. And as we've been talking about health insurance cover and telling you about the factors that you need to do or you need to look at when purchasing health cover. We've discussed about step 1, finding the right hospital. We went to step 2, finding the right plan. We talked about also step 3, how to find the right cover or the sum insured for your medical or health plan. Today, I want us to talk about some of the common things or some of the common mistakes that we normally do or we normally avoid while purchasing a health cover. There are a lot of mistakes that we normally tend to commit when we normally purchase a health cover, and these mistakes end up ruining our health plan. Or umefika OC ndo unaanza kutibiwa, unaambiwa story mingi, oh this you didn't do this, you didn't do this, and blah 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 and all those. Now we want to look at some of the common mistakes that we I want us to at least let you know. One of the mistakes that we normally do is lack of sufficient research. Now, you need a medical cover and then you're like, I'm going for insurance B. You've not done a few research on a wide range of insurance companies that are there. You just make a abrupt decision that you're going to insurance B without doing any research, without even doing any review, without even walking into the hospital to try and do some inquiry about this particular insurance. And then later on, when you're now sick, you need this medical cover to assist you. It is not there to help you. So that is one mistake that we normally make. As a customer, as a client, ensure that you do enough research before jumping into any health insurance or any other insurance. Another thing that we do is insufficient policy coverage. That is include hospitalization expenses, we have health checkups, and then we have waiting periods. Now, we talked about on our last episode, we talked about finding enough or finding the right coverage amount. Now, do not take a medical cover that will not cover you sufficiently. Look at there are a lot of things that will lead to you getting the right coverage amount. One is the pre-existing conditions that you might have. Another thing is the number of people that you're trying to put on this cover, and even you as an individual, you need to. And another thing that we also talked about is the inflation, the rise of cost of medication. So ensure that when you're buying or purchasing a health insurance cover, you have a cover enough that will be able to sustain you for the said period. For example, the 1 year that the insurance, this policy need to last. Another mistake that we do is hiding accurate medical history. There is one very important thing that a lot of people tend to assume or ignore. Do not hide your medical history, because whatever you are hiding will have to catch up with you hapo mbele, and that's a fact. I'm telling you, that's a fact. If you're suffering from particular condition and you're asked about this, maybe about some conditions that you are suffering from, and you don't say, you try to hide, and then later on you go to an hospital, this condition is found, the doctors will know if this condition is current or it's something that you've been having even before. So when that is realized, some of the companies might even go ahead and cancel your cover. Some of them will not even some, most of them will not pay. So ensure that when you're purchasing a medical cover, you as a customer, you've given every detail and every accurate, not just every detail. Your details must be accurate in order for the company or in order for you to find a right plan. Another thing, mistake that we do is not taking personal insurance cover. Now, you also need to, on top of the medical cover that you're buying, have a personal insurance cover. This works with those people who are normally employed. mostly one of the things that your employer will give you is a health insurance cover, which at most time might not be enough, because the company that you're working for is looking at a budget that they might not even maybe spend enough for your medical cover. So as a person, it's very important to maybe get another plan in order to have a sufficient coverage. Another thing is overlooking the small prints. I've had a lot of complaints on this. Someone tells you, oh, when you are buying insurance, you guys don't tell us about plan A. I mean, don't tell us about point A, B, C, or there are some hidden things that the insurance don't put out there for people to know. You only realize when you're in the hospital. As a customer, ensure you know every single detail. Ensure, ask as many questions as you can. As many questions as you can, try and ask, so that when you are finally getting into this cover, you know exactly what you're getting into, so that usije huko mbele uanze kulia, oh, I was not told about this, now it's affecting me, I can't get treated because of this, you guys didn't tell me about this particular clause. Ensure you ask as many questions as you can, so that you get the right things that you need, so that you get, at least you have the right knowledge about what you're trying to purchase. Another thing that we look at is investing in the in health insurance only during old age. Now, definitely, old age comes with a lot of things. Old age comes with a lot of stuffs. One of them is definitely the cost of healthcare for old people is expensive, given how their life is. Old people, their life are in a balance now at that particular point. So health cover is expensive at that particular point. So start early. Have that health cover early enough, so that you don't wait until you're old. Another thing is overlooking on the sub limits, and this is our point today. Ensure that you know exactly the sub limits that have been allocated for each and every condition or each and every specification under your cover. So those are some of the things that we tend to overlook, and later on they end up affecting us as a people when we need or seek medication. Therefore, I encourage you as a customer, I encourage you as someone who is looking for a health cover, to ensure that you do your due diligence before getting into the cover. Do enough research. Ensure that you, if you're employed and your company has given you another cover, which might not be enough. In most cases, it's not enough. Ensure you get another insurance cover. Ensure you do adequate research in order for you to have an adequate coverage that will help you and will sort your bills at ease. This is your host, the MC, and see you next time as we try to still discuss about health cover. Thank you and have a good time.